Johan Libert is the titular main antagonist of the manga and anime series Monster and the overarching antagonist of its light novel sequel Another Monster. He is an extremely ruthless, remorseless, emotionless, vicious, callous, wicked and psychopathic serial killer whose life was saved by Kenzo Tenma as a child. He is also the older twin of his sister Nina Fortner. Dr. Kenzo Tenma is a Japanese neurosurgeon working at the Eisler Memorial Hospital in Dusseldorf. At the beginning of Monster, he is the head of neurosurgery who was favored by the department's director, Heinemann. Johan is described several times throughout the story as being exceptionally handsome and beautiful. Almost if not angelic, he is blessed with perfectly symmetrical delicate facial features. He is stunning, captivating, and truly perfect in all ways in appearance, outshining most if not all with his beauty. His wanton cruelty and depthless malice do not appear to be humanized by traits or drives such as hatred, vengeance, lust, a point to prove, or even sadism, being fully aware of his nature and devoid of any need to justify himself. As an example of his extremely deceptive nature, Johan once hints at having multiple personalities, a criminal one that is the dominant personality, and a distressed one wishing to prevent the crimes, the latter never physically seen, which is quickly dismissed as merely an attempt to mislead Tenma, Anna, and/or the authorities. Johan's goals change over the course of his life, and can be split into two distinct phases: the end of the world. The perfect suicide. Joker is one of the most iconic fictional villains in history. He is a supervillain that originates from DC Comics. His first appearance was on April 25, 1940 in the Batman comic books. In the comics, the Joker is portrayed as a criminal mastermind of varied characterization and the arch-nemesis of Batman. Originally, the Joker would have been killed in his initial appearance, but he ended up becoming the arch-enemy of the famous DC hero Batman. He was created by the late Bill Finger, Bob Kane, and Jerry Robinson. As Joker, he wears a crimson slim-fit suit, marigold waistcoat and green patterned dress shirt as well thick white socks and dark brown shoes. He also dyed his hair bottle green and slicked it back while painting his face with clown makeup, drawing tear-like blue markings around his eyes, while his mouth was painted with a bright red smile. He has been directly responsible for numerous tragedies in Batman's life, including the murder of Jason Todd, although he was resurrected as the new Red Hood, the paralysis of Barbara Gordon, and the murder of one of Batman's most trusted allies' wife Commissioner James Gordon. He is generally one of the most infamous of Gotham's criminal dark elements and one of the most feared members of the Legion of Doom. His insanity and heinous crimes have made him so feared that even several other villains want nothing to do with him. Growing up, I hated school. And my mother would say, "You should enjoy it. One day, you'll have to work for a living." "No, I won't, Ma. I'm going to be a comedian." Albert Wesker is the main antagonist of the Resident Evil franchise. He is a high-ranking researcher, later one of the commanders of the Umbrella Corporation, who also served as a double agent within STARS as the captain of Alpha Team. Wesker would later betray Umbrella and surface as a member of a mysterious organization looking to profit off of Umbrella's research. Eventually, Wesker would go on to pursue his megalomaniacal desires for world domination with the Ouroboros virus, but he was stopped by Chris Redfield and the PSA. After Wesker manages to defeat Galactus, he somehow manages to capture certain characters from both the Marvel and Capcom roster. He hopes that he can use them for more tests and to become more powerful. Wesker would later betray Umbrella and surface as a member of a mysterious organization looking to profit off of Umbrella's research. Eventually, Wesker would go on to pursue his megalomaniacal desires for world domination with the Ouroboros virus, but he was stopped by Chris Redfield and the PSA.